morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show, your daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bella, and joining me on the studio today is
Steven.
We are taking today's top story from Punch and Vanguard newspaper, and today's top story from Punch is ECOWAS panel to determine future ties with Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. The Economic Community of West African States announced on Wednesday it has set up a committee to determine the mandate for future relationship with Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Wednesday marks the deadline for Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger to finalize their exit from ECOWAS following their withdrawal from the original bloc. A special ECOWAS committee has been established to negotiate future engagement with the three countries, ensuring that the transition does not negatively impact millions of people who rely on the cross-border movement and trade.
Well, the ECOWAS has been they've been a body holding the West African states and country to be precise. But this fact that Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso wants to back out of the ECOWAS, I think they've seen more reasons why they need to do so. Because if something does not really favor you, and you believe the best way for you to do is to go out of it, I think to their own knowledge, they might have seen something that makes them want to back out of it. I believe these are the things that they need to state down. After setting this down, let the ECOWAS know that these are your terms and conditions. Maybe the ECOWAS have seen their terms and conditions and they believe that they can't meet up to it, and they feel like, okay, well, the best way for them to do is just back out.
Back out.
You know,
Exactly.
they should have more reasons to do that, because
Yeah, they
you
have a
can't
very
just criticize them for going out like that. So I think they have more reasons to do that.
yeah, well, I think their own reason is to also develop their country, and then they feels like the French country that they are actually running away from, that is controlling their country, is also in that ECOWAS, and then they feels like it's best for them to, since they have already taken power from the French country, and then they feels like it's now their turn to also establish their own country and then do a better things, and instead of depending on the ECOWAS, or so
Uh, that's a good one for
it's
them.
a good one for them. Moving on, Faro Timis lawyers High Court Ado Ekiti Division on Wednesday struck out the suit filed by the Inspector General of Police Kayode Ibetukun against activist lawyer Mr. Dele Farotimi bordering on cybercrime. Justice Babs Kumemui struck out this suit following notice of the discontinuation by the police council. However, Farotimi lawyer Ade Fusika San described the discontinuation of the suit as a missed opportunity for the court to correct the police on the use.
I think this is still related to
Yeah,
the other issue we had with
Baba.
Babalola, I guess,
Yes,
for him bringing out publishing a
a
book.
book.
But if I
Well, Babalila has already withdrawn the case, and then the lawyer is actually thinking that the police actually did something wrong of the cybercrime or whatsoever for detention, and then he also is trying to come out and then make well, I don't really want it to feel like this thing needed to be related to Babalola any longer, because this depends on the lawyer and the police in the that is already involved in it.
no, you can't go as far as humiliating a human rights advocate like that in public, and removing his human rights from him, that human rights that you neglected, and you expect him after being released for him to just keep quiet. I think the charges they are trying to bring out here is just for a compensation, I guess.
Yes.
To compensate him of the privilege they've pounded the way out of him. And I think, to me, if I was being that same shoe, I would do the same thing. I definitely
Well,
do.
we just hope for a settlement between them. Everything should be settled. Moving on, military bombs Boko Haram stronghold in Borno, kills scores. The Nigerian Air Force, under the air component of the Operation Hiding, Kai has neutralized a yet to be known number of Boko Haram terrorists. During an air interdiction in Debibawa and Chidide, Gwanza local government area of the Borno state. Our correspondent in the state gathered that the precise airstrike targeted high-profile terrorist leader following intelligence reports of a mass gathering of insurgents in the area around 8 p.m. on Tuesday. The air raid hit camps under the command of the Ali Indijude, a known Boko Haram leader.
Well, this one is a good news
Nigeria.
for Nigeria as a whole. It's a good news for the nation that at least if this information is actually true the way we hear about it, pumped and hey, at least it's a good step for us knowing that these people are being killed small with the damages they've really caused to the nation. Yeah, because they've already killed so many lives.
Yeah.
If you count how many lives Boko Haram have actually wasted in this country, plus or minus more than 3,000.
Since Jonathan's regime, and
Yeah,
then
more than 3,000 bodies have been wasted by these people. So them killing them is just a few, just like 2% of what they've done.
yes,
So
I think more effort needed to put into it, and then put a whole lot of fears in those people that even the Nigerian security personnel are ready for them, and then in that act, I feel they're going to flee from Nigeria and then go back to wherever they come from.
yeah.
Let's move on. Man, Onyinye Apan over their involvement in alleged human trafficking, the sales of their child for the sum of 450,000 naira. The Command Public Relations Officer (DSP) Tifon John disclosed this while parading the suspects along with others at the headquarters Ifote, Apanabia, Uyo, the state capital, on Wednesday. She says the suspects were arrested following a complaint by a woman withheld. So a lover agreeing to actually sell their child. what is Nigeria actually turning into?
Well, this it's really sad. I tell you, for this kind of thing to be happening. But I don't know why people really enjoy killing themselves. Just imagine your own citizen, the same person you bear, you share nationality with. You just think you can just go kill this person, sell the child to their.
For someone to take care of the child and help you train the child in school, but for sales,
450,000.
450,000 naira.
So that's the worth of their own child still, 450,000. Do they think that 450,000 will solve all the problems they have? It will only, just imagine you now selling your child now. After selling that child for 450,000, you use the money to solve the particular problem you want to solve, that problem. After that problem, the money is gone. Are you telling me you will not remember that child? Or you won't go back with that thought. That thought that will keep on saying that you've done something like this. And at the end of the day, those same people that will still want to be seen, they want to be seeing that child. You're like, this is my child. Let me just see her. And I'm not collecting it back from them. That guilt will keep on doing what not to do.
Well, I think that this thing is really something that we needed to be cautious of, because at this moment right now, every driver and everybody that is ready to be a driver, or that is ready to use motor as a business, a source of income, should be ready to take every responsibility of whatever that is going to happen. You can't actually put people at risk, and those that are boarding it, they should also be aware of cautioning those drivers at whatever they are doing, because the people's life is at risk. So they are lucky that it was only typical people that sustained injured, and then the driver lost his life. Let's all be watch out for the kind of motor we bought this time around.
Have they made in place the necessary steps to implement all these things? They will just come out, make a law, introduce a law to the society, and they expect the law to just start working like that. Okay, a company or administration where you are owing people 3 months salary, 4 months salary, 5 months salary. We are going to them to tell them they should implement the minimum wage. What about the months you been owing them before? You can't pay for the previous money you are owing people. We are still owing people for 4 years, 4 months, 6 months. Just imagine a particular administration owing someone for 6 months, and you are still going to work there, and you are still telling those people to implement a new minimum wage. How does it work?
Wonder. Government is really something else that we really need to look into. Moving on, we have cleared Umaya forest for criminal elements hunters. The leader of the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Service in Abia State on Sunday, Chukwudigwe Mimbiri, had said that his members have cleared forest in Umaya, the capital of Abia State, of criminal elements. The Imimbiri, who spoke on his team operation, says his member relied on tip-off from local farmer in arresting drug dealers and other criminal elements hiding in the forest in the state, adding that his members' efforts contribute to the security witness in Umaya.
Wow. It's actually to me, I see this as a very good step, a very
Yes,
very good step, because you see most of all these criminals and drug dealers, they prefer hiding where there is less security
so we won't be able to see them.
see them. See, if the forest can be cleared, this part of the forest can be cleared at least, it will release so many things. I tell you, criminals cannot hide where there are wild animals.
Yes.
You cannot go to where they are wild animals, where they are dangerous animals. They prefer going to where it's less, at least. The only thing they can be scared of is snakes. And with the kind of experience they have and the kind of weapon they have with them, they can be able to kill snake. There's no amount of snake cutlass cannot kill. There's no amount of snake a gun cannot kill. So they believe in that position where they are safe. But just imagine a criminal living in the forest where you have lion, you have tiger. You don't expect them to stay long there. You can't even
No.
stay overnight there. So if all these things have been, now that the association of farmers, they were tipped with farmers, yeah, and other local people walking around. I think this is what we need to be doing. If you see something, say something. If you know that you can.
Way Road Market in Aba, popularly known as the Cemetery Market. The Commissioner for Trade and Commerce, Kingsley Nwokocha, made this known at the Ezekwe Market, where he warned the traders on the implication of fake products and redating of expired products in the market.
Well, I tell you, I always tell people the most part of the nation where you have this kind of cases are in the east. Where it's not that I'm proud of it, I'm from the east also, but I'm not proud of that fact that if it's 5%, if it's 5% you are working with, you see your 5% without stressing yourself. This 500 million is your money. Instead of investing that 500 million on fake products, and after investing money on fake products, now at the end of the
I
day,
feel like the most important thing about people is that well Nigerians hardly take cautious of what they are buying. It's just when they feels like the product is cheap enough they can actually just go for it and then they don't want it to look at the expired dates
see,
or they just rush
see,
into it.
see, let me tell you, everywhere in the world, there's nowhere in the world that you see at least people that check expiring dates everywhere in the world, they are not less than 14%. Because you look at me that I'm very tasty. I'm very tasty. I got a drink at the roadside, probably inside the car. I saw someone walking something. And how much is it? And I got it from the person. The next thing that goes to my mind is to open it and drink it. Who has time to start checking NAFDAC number, start checking the date of this thing? So, okay, you want to cook now.
Maybe
You want to cook, you went to the market, you bought tin tomato, you bought Maggi, you bought
AMDB loans to power 5 million people by 2026, Tinubu. The federal government has secured a $1.1 billion loan from the African Development Bank to provide electricity for 5 million people by the end of 2026. Special advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, who disclosed this in a statement, says President Bola Tinubu made this known at the just concluded 2 days Mission's 300 African Energy Summit in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
Well, I think it's the second time we are hearing stories like this
Exactly.
because we keep on hearing the federal government are collecting loan for to sort electricity. The last time we collected almost $1 billion loan to secure power. Now we are going to the African Development Bank now again to collect $1.1 billion. This is very huge, I tell you. I pray this money we collected. It's a nice step. Oh. Let's look at it as a positive side. It's a nice step for the president to move to that direction to want to help us save electricity. But another issue now is that how can this work? How can this work? How can this work? Will they make it work? That is another issue now. So it's really alarming, I thought.
Well, I'm thinking about that. That's 2026. It's like as if we are waiting for the Lord to come, because you can't actually tell me that this is